All right. Welcome back to Teaching Tuesday. Um, I'm actually really glad that you're here today because this topic is one that every woman that I coach has struggled with at some point. Okay. So today we're going to talk about time management, but not the hustle grind or the do more type of time management. Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, Mama Francis, we talking about your favorite topic, time management. So,
Mhm.
so what we're gonna talk about is how to make the most of your day without
Mhm.
burning yourself out.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So if you ever said there's not enough time in the day, I'm busy, but I still can't get
Mhm.
what I need to get done.
Uh-huh.
I'm exhausted. I'm still behind. My goals keep getting pushed till tomorrow. Guess what? This system is for you. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. So, just to let you know, many of the coaching, many of the women that I coach, um, they are juggling work, managing
Mhm. Yeah.
families, carrying
Mhm.
emotional loads, trying to take care of everyone else.
Right.
Okay. And here's what
Mhm.
I know for sure. Ooh, I felt that one
Mm.
coming.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bless
Mm.
you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So, here's what I do know for sure time management is not about having more time.
Mhm.
Everybody has the same amount of time each and every day. It's about how you navigate that time, it's about how you protect your energy and your priorities. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, that's what we're going to work on
Mhm.
today. And as y'all know, I love to do icebreakers. So let's warm up with a simple check in. What feels like your biggest time struggle right now? I'll give you a few examples. I'm not gonna give you no examples. I want to see what y'all come up with without the examples. What feels like your biggest time struggle right now?
Mhm. Uh, well, right now for me, I'm at that part of the year where I'm doing several things. I'm doing something for the church, something for my club, and then trying to keep up at home as well, keep me up. I always kind of prioritize myself, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, and it's not. This is not a constant all the time, but that's where I am right now.
When you're
We're finishing,
juggling a lot at one time.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's because this I'm chairperson of the Live Your Dream committee.
Mm-hmm.
And right now we're finalizing our recipients. And so I'm just kind of doing work right with that right now because um, it's computer related. So,
Okay.
and then the same thing with church records, those individuals that need their taxes, letters saying what they reported, what they donated. So that's just where I am right now. And then of course trying to make sure I get in my exercise time. I always kind of prioritize that, especially I live a little Tuesday and Thursdays. I kind of leave open for studying my Bible and trying to work on messages. And I don't want to time every once in a while. I schedule an appointment on those days because I have a little bit more flexibility. But that's kind of generally how my days go. And then having a dog, I like having a dog is like having a
A
child. So I
child.
have to always make room for her too.
Yeah,
So
I definitely understand that.
mhm.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for sharing. Um, Anyone else? What do you feel like your biggest time struggle is right now? Don't all speak at one
Okay. Okay,
Mhm.
so um for me, I am, especially after pep talk you gave me, I am working on trying to space out my days so I'm not spending too much time on one thing, especially spending too much time on doing nothing.
Yeah, that's a good way to waste away your day. You gotta look for ways to be productive. Look for ways to grow. Right?
Yes.
And even with that, spending so much time on one thing instead of spacing out your day so you can complete multiple productive tasks instead of just spending most of your day on one.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's another one I'm working on too.
Well, we definitely gonna have some good discussions on that today.
Mhm.
What about you, Miss Kathy? What's your biggest time struggle right now?
Mhm.
Um, getting started late.
Mhm.
Mm.
So, what do you think has caused you to get started late? Is it waking up late or just waking up and not really doing anything?
Both.
Okay.
And sometimes I'm just really tired and or sometimes I get up, but then I get started doing something and I get distracted by that one thing
Mm-hmm.
that keeps me from getting to the other stuff that I really want to get to.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, this is all about awareness and the fact that you all are able to pinpoint the things that are basically your stumbling blocks for your time mismanagement. That's a good thing. So I do appreciate y'all for being honest. Time struggles don't mean that you're lazy. It just means that your plate is too full. Or you haven't quite figured out how to navigate when your plate isn't overly full. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, before we go deeper, just want to give you a few reminders for to help you succeed. You don't need perfect days, just intentional ones. Okay? You can't manage time without managing your energy. I know Miss Kathy says some days she's tired. That's important. You need to manage that energy. Okay? You don't need more discipline, you need better systems. Rest is considered productive. I'm going to say that one more time. Rest is considered productive, especially if you do a lot. And me personally, I can attest to feeling like when I'm resting, I'm wasting away my day just because I'm so accustomed to moving about, having all this energy and doing so many things at one time in one day. But after a while, your body is going to let you know you need to sit down for a moment and rest.
Mhm.
And you're
Mhm.
not wasting away your day. You're giving your body the rest that it needs so that it can continue to thrive and do those things that you're accustomed to doing. Right? I'm in the
Right. Mhm.
process of unlearning the fact that I have to respond to clients at 5 o'clock in the morning because I've been doing it for so many years where as soon as I wake up, the first thing I do is check the app and start responding to clients. And I'm in the process of unlearning that and saying it's okay to rest. It's okay if their question or comment sits for a few minutes or even an hour while I take care of myself, and then I can answer their question or attend to them. And I said that to say it's you guys' situation may be different with who you attend to, who you help, who you manage, but the rule still stands. You can't give your best if you're not rested.
Mhm.
Make sense? Saying no
Hmm.
is a form of self respect. So I'm learning that this is the year that I've decided that I am going to be okay with taking time for me and not putting my clients ahead of me. I've learned
Mhm.
how how to set those boundaries with people that like family and friends and stuff like that. But I need to also have those boundaries with my clients. And that's why at the top of the year, I don't know if y'all remember, I was like, listen, if you reach out to me after 5 p.m., response is going to be delayed. If you reach out to me at 7, you won't hear from me until the next day. My assistant that I created is responding to things that I've trained her to respond to, but all the other stuff, I respond to it when I'm rested. Because there's no coach to guide you if your coach is tired. There's no
Yep.
coach to help you do what you need to do if she's not feeling well, if her mental health is not up to par. So I need to be 100% me in order to feed you guys. And that's why at the top of the year, I set that boundary. I was like, okay, this is the year I got to set boundaries with my clients. I can't be responding to people 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. I can't be doing that. They can message me, absolutely. Just like you can call your doctor's office and leave a message, but they're not going to respond to you till the next day. So with that, take that and do with it as you will in your life. Make sense? Type
Yeah.
1 in the chat if y'all tracking, if everything is cool right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to see some ones rolling in that chat
Mhm.
saying page. Okay, I see one popping in there. All right, Isaiah. All right, Mama Francis.
Mhm.
All right. All right, Miss Kathy. Perfect. So, if everything you do feels urgent, I'm gonna say that again with emphasizing on certain words. If everything feels urgent, then nothing is going to be prioritized. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
What did you get from what does that sound like to you? If everything feels urgent, nothing is prioritized.
Mhm.
It means that you're in a frizzle trying to decide which one to start with first, and you're not starting with anything because you can't figure out which one you need to start with.
Prioritize everything that feels urgent. Because everything isn't urgent. Things
Nope.
need to be done, but everything, emphasis
Can't
on
be
the word
equally important, right?
exactly.
Mhm.
So let's break this down in a way that actually makes sense. We all get 24 hours in a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So the difference between burnout and balance is how those hours are used. So let's talk about how to make your day work for you and not against you. All right? So, the truth about time. Time is fixed. Energy is flexible. What I mean by time is fixed is you can't add hours to your day. If that was the case, many of us would be rewinding the clock and getting time back, mistakes that we made, redoing it. Oh man, I shouldn't have said that. Rewind, let me do it again. Don't work like that. Does not work like that. But you can decide what gets your best energy. Quick story time. Today, every Tuesday is like my coaching call day. Whether it's business training for myself, coaching calls with clients, my VA call at 12, today is a busy day for me. I have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4 calls, right? Each of those calls last at least an hour or more. Today I decided I didn't have the mental capacity for it. They offer replays. I said when I get the energy, I will watch the replay. But I didn't have the capacity to go to any calls today because I know I had this one and I have another one that I can't miss later. So out of the 4 calls, I decided I'm gonna make time for 2 of them. The one that we're on right now, where I'm coaching you all, and then my business class later on. And that's okay because I'm mentally tired. I have a lot that I'm planning for, and I don't want to overuse my space up here, because when you overuse this, then you don't have energy to output anywhere else. And then it affects your energy, it affects how you feel about yourself, it affects the energy you bring to a situation. If I would have forced myself to get on those first 2 calls, I probably would have had like a drained energy on this call. And I refuse to give my clients that version of me. So I was like, I'm just going to take my time and do other tasks, other business tasks, because even though I have 4 calls, there's other things in my workday that have to be done as well. And so that's why I'm giving that example, because sometimes you just have to pick and choose what takes precedence that day, depending on where your mental capacity is. Everything starts up here. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Yep.
starts up here. If it's not working up here, the rest of your body ain't gonna function. If you are brain dead, your body is a vegetable, pretty much. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So everything starts up here. So with that, make sure that whatever you give out gets your best energy. I'm giving y'all my best energy right now because I took time for me. Yes,
Yep.
ma'am, and yes, sir. Right? And you
Yes, ma'am.
also need to decide what gets your leftover energy. I
Mm.
refuse to give people my leftover energy. If I have an email I gotta send out or a box I need to check off, that can get my leftover energy. I'm not gonna give a person my leftover
Mm.
energy because I don't want that from somebody. If you need time, take your time, please. Right? And you
Mm.
also have the ability to decide what gets none of your energy. There are some times I'm mentally checked out and I'm just like, I'm not gonna make it a day, I need a rest.
Mm.
And with it being cold, I don't know if it's just y'all, but when it's cold, your energy already isn't the same. You're not getting the same amount of vitamin D as you would in the warmer months. So you're more tired. So you also need to be mindful of that as well. Type 1 in the chat if this is making sense so far.
It's making sense. Yeah.
Perfect.
Mm.
All right. So I want to tell you guys when burnout happens. Burnout happens when everything feels important, when nothing feels accomplished or finished, and when rest is always prioritized last. How many of us prioritize our rest as the last resort?
I used to. Yeah. I'm getting better at it now. I'm like,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And why is that? Why is it that we feel like resting, prioritizing our rest is last, that outputting for other people is more important? Why is that? Why do you think?
I don't know why that is.
I'm
I really don't.
thinking maybe it has something to do with us feeling like if we do prioritize our rest, we're being selfish.
I was gonna say that as well.
Mm.
It's a form of people pleasing.
Yeah,
Mm.
makes sense.
We feel like if we say no or we don't have the capacity, that we're neglecting someone.
Mm.
But when in reality we're neglecting ourselves. And if I don't have the capacity, isn't that selfish of you to want me to give when I don't have the capacity? Who's really the selfish one? Just
You know,
Right.
think about that. Who's
one of
really the hmm?
one of one of my things is, it'll cross my mind to do something, and I don't want to forget it. Sometimes I go ahead and do it, so I might forget. I don't want to run the risk of forgetting to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm getting better at it now, learn how to write it down. I mean, I will even wake up in the middle of the night sometimes thinking, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. And it seems like I can't get back to sleep because I'm afraid I'll forget it,
Yeah.
So I put a little pad beside on my nightstand. I said, you know what? I'm going to stop doing that. If you think about it, 2 o'clock in the morning, write it down and go back to sleep. Try to go back to
Exactly.
sleep.
And I started doing the same thing. I literally, because I have a million tasks that I do as a business owner
Yeah.
and as a coach. I'm working my way up to eventually having coaches. That way I can just run the business side, but we're not there yet. So I'm coaching and running the business. So I have a million things to do. And with that, I can be in the middle of working on a task, and then I'll be like, oh, I'll get an idea, or something will trigger an idea, and I'll be like, ooh, let me go do that, and then that goes lacking. So what I started doing is, if I'm in the middle of doing something, much like you, Mama Francis, I have the tasks app on my phone. And I literally, oh, I need to do this. I put it in my task app and put it to the side. And that way, when I finish what I have to do, like if I feel like, oh, I got everything done, then I'll pull up my tasks and see if there's anything that needs to be done.
Right.
That's the best thing you could do for yourself, because if you try to do everything or remember everything, one, you ain't gonna get no sleep. And two, you're gonna run the risk of navigating several tasks at one time, which at one point years ago, I thought multitasking was a superpower. I was like, I can do this, I can do that, and I can do that too, and I can get it all done and kill 3 birds with one stone. But multitasking is not good, because you are splitting your attention up 3 ways or more. So it's good to just work on one task at a time, give it your all, and finish it, and then go to the next one.
Yeah.
How many times, and I'm still working on that, because I know it's the ADD or whatever, but if I'm on a coaching call, I'm listening, but I'm doing something else, or they're teaching and I'm implementing what they're teaching, because it's hard for me to just sit there. Like, I gotta be right. No, I gotta be something. Just sitting there listening like that don't work for me. But what I've learned to do is, okay, I'm gonna implement what they teach me. But the problem with implementing while you're in a class is you will oftentimes deviate from. They might go to something else, and you still on that implementation that you learn. Oh, that's how you do that, and then you never go back. Anybody else guilty of that? Just me? Just me?
Me too.
No, I think
Look,
we
Yeah.
are.
look.
Yeah.
Echoes of grandma are feeling are in my head because I deal with
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
So time management starts with priorities, not planners. Yes, we want to use them to help us stay on track. That's what I use it for. Because a lot of times when you plan your day out to the T, you can feel a lack of accomplishment. So what I do, the main things that I make sure I plan out are the things that are urgent. Working out is urgent for me. So that's going on my calendar. Checking in with my clients is urgent for me. So that's going on my calendar. All the other stuff I put on my task list, and I will get them done in the order that they are on there. I don't put them in a particular order. I just put, and a lot of times too, we will have really big tasks that need to be done, and we don't want to do it because it's big. So we knocking out all the little stuff that's easy to do, and this thing just go from here to tomorrow to the next week to the next month. When we could have just spent time on that, got it done, and then the other little tasks could have got done too. So it's just a lot of times just having so much on our plate, so much in our minds that we need to accomplish, that we're not truly focused on the task at hand and the most important thing at hand. So think of your day like a backpack. Okay? If you try to carry work, family, business, house, emotions, everybody else's problems at once, that backpack is going to get too heavy. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we prioritize. So ask yourself this: what must be done today? What can wait? And what can be delegated or dropped?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm learning to do that myself as well, because as an overachiever, we pride ourselves in getting everything done. And I've done it for years and I've mastered it. But as you get older, things change.
Mm.
And you have to
Mm-hmm.
navigate things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I was looking at, you know how on Facebook they have this reminder thing that shows you a post or something you posted a long time ago, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll be like, that happened to me. And I don't typically surf social media. I'm one that just puts the content out there and leave, right? But I happened to get on for that purpose, and I was like, oh, I got a memory. What's this? I kid you not. I looked at that and I was just like, I did all that. And the caption said, I conquered my day. Let me tell you how my day went. In the morning, approximately 7 a.m., I went to a boot camp. I hosted spin class. Remember that, Isaiah? Hosted spin
Yes,
class.
Mel.
Right after the
Mm-hmm.
spin class was over, I went to my church and hosted a boot camp. And you know how
Mm-hmm.
anybody who knows me knows I'm working out with my people, right? Right after
Mm-hmm.
that that boot camp, I did my workout, because I was competing. I did my competition workout. Then after that, I went to a fitness class, like a enrichment class to help with my stuff on the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, me today would never do that. But when you're young, you have all this
Yeah,
energy.
you got right.
And I was like, I went from bodybuilding training to boot camp to spin class to another fitness
Mm-hmm.
class, all in one day, within
Mm-hmm.
hours of each other. I was like, and that's the type of
Mm-hmm.
stuff that I'm talking about. Like, I was like, I conquered the world. But that's not smart, Chiquita. That's not smart. So, it's important to make sure that you realize what you can delegate or drop. I should not have had all that stuff in one day.
Mm-hmm.
My bodybuilding workout could have been moved to the next day. I didn't have to do that day. But because of the overachiever in me, and I know I'm not the only one,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you got to get everything done. So, importance versus urgency. An example would be a work deadline that's due tomorrow. That's urgent. Wouldn't you agree? Another one: exercise, sleep, and meal prep. It's important. It's not urgent, but it's important. So if you have a
Mm-hmm.
work deadline, you need to make sure you get that work deadline done. But it's your exercise and your sleep and your meal prep. That's important too, because that's going to help you, fuel you to get that work deadline done. You don't have to think
Mm-hmm.
about cooking because your meals are already prepped. You don't have to buy out to eat and mess up your goals because your meals are prepped. You're sleeping so you're rested, and you're exercising so you're looking and feeling better, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
we ignore important things too long, they become urgent. Make sense?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So here's an engagement question for you guys. What's one important, not urgent thing that you tend to push off?
Important but not urgent.
It's important but not urgent. Because remember, when you push important things off too long, it becomes urgent.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what's an important thing that's not urgent that you tend to push off?
Laundry.
Something in
Laundry.
general. Mm-hmm.
Laundry, a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
people push that off, laundry. And then what
Yeah.
happens with laundry? It piles up and
It
piles
piles
Pause.
up.
up and piles up. And then you just like, okay, I need to wash this. And then you got a whole heaping load of laundry that you got to
Mm-hmm.
sit there and spend forever to do. When if you just took care of it when it was a small laundry, it would have
Yeah.
been over with,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I
A
got
lot of
some
time we
daughter.
think ourselves out of, or we think ourselves into a tougher situation.
Mhm.
Anybody else? I think, Mama, you was about to say something.
Yeah, I said I was just gonna say I got some in there now. I need to.
Laundry.
But
Yep.
I do
I
laundry
in
last night.
managing this club this year, the not the club but the uh program that I'm over.
Mm-hmm.
I used to stress myself out with the people that apply for the financial award. I used to stress myself out sometime when I get the application,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I get them all, and then stressing myself out that I got to do all of this today. But I like now it was something I did yesterday that, and then it was something else I'm supposed to do. I sent all of them a letter yesterday, but then I'm supposed to follow it up with a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably would have done it the same day, but my better self says, you can do that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So,
And that's good.
it's stuff that you make it a priority, but does it really have to be done right now?
Right.
Do you
Exactly.
have a little time to play with? And I got a little time to play with, so I said, I'm not calling. I'll call them tomorrow. I still haven't called them. It could be tomorrow even. It doesn't have to be today, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah. Very, very. That's a great example. A lot of times we put those obligations and deadlines on ourselves. Ain't nobody tell us no deadline, but because we want to be an overachiever. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's a fine line between, being productive and getting things done and then procrastinating, because we have a lot of those too, who just put off,
Mm-hmm.
put off, put off, and then they just never get it done. But for the people who generally get stuff done, you don't want to overload yourself. So now
Right.
we're going to talk about how to set realistic daily goals. Most people fail at time management because their to-do list is unrealistic. So instead of putting 15 things per day on your to-do list, try three main priorities. Find the thing that's very important and tackle those. I
Mm-hmm.
call this the top 3 rule. So each day you choose one personal priority, one work and family priority, and one health or self-care priority. You need to put yourself first. That's why I put her up there at the top. Number 1, personal priority.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then work and family. Then your health and self care, which also
Mm-hmm.
falls under personal. Y'all think y'all can commit to those 3
Mm-hmm.
things?
Yeah.
And if you've done those 3 things, you've won the day.
Mm-hmm.
Anything extra is a kudos to you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
So here's an example: walking for 15 minutes, finishing one work task, and drinking your water. That's 3. And small wins build momentum. All right. So, this is how you schedule your day without overwhelm. Like I said before, time blocking doesn't mean packing in every single dang on minute. There are times that I'm caught up in a task and I have to remind myself, Chiquita, this is work related. You're not wasting time. Right? I'll be doing
Mm-hmm.
something and I'm like, man, I'm just wasting my time on, and I'm like, no, you're not. This is work. This is what this entails, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it means giving your priorities a home, right? Some examples look like this. In the morning, focus on your movement or your work. Morning time is for my movement. And I've slowed down quite a bit in the mornings because I want to be able to just enjoy the day, enjoy the moment. Because for years, and Miss Kathy can relate to this, being military, you jump up, you get ready in 5 minutes, you out the door, right? And I've done that for years. I get up 4:30, I'm out the door at 5. How? No, I get up at 4:30, I'm out the door at 4:45, I'm at the gym at 5. That's how fast I used to move. And that included getting dressed, brushing my teeth, doing my hygiene, grabbing my water. I'm out the door. You know how long it take me to get ready to go to the gym now? At least an hour. And that's
Mhm.
on purpose. I don't want to speed through my days anymore. And I don't know if it's because I'm older now and I'm wiser, but I also understand that that's not necessary. So if I know I want to be to the gym at 6, I'm getting up at 5. I mean at 6:30, I'm getting up at 5 because it's going to take me an hour to get ready. I'm going to get downstairs and take me 15 minutes to fix my drinks. And the gym is
Mhm.
15 minutes away, so now I'm at the gym at 6:30. Because who getting ready in 15 minutes anymore? I'm not in the military no more. It's okay. I can
Mhm.
move, I can enjoy the moment. Right, Miss Kathy?
That's right.
Mhm.
So that's something that I
Mhm.
have done for myself because I don't need to act like everything, like somebody's chasing me all the time. I don't have to do that anymore. They train us that way in the military, but I don't have to do that anymore. And mama, you know, you done seen me. How many times I done come to visit you and I be in the bed,
Yeah.
relaxing,
Yeah.
soaking it up.
Mhm.
And the midday example can be something like running errands or attending meetings. It's midday for me. Here's my
Mhm.
meeting, right?
Yep.
In
Well,
evening.
I thought about it this morning when
Mm-hmm.
I got up. I usually go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I've been sneaking some other days in there. But
Mm-hmm.
then on Tuesday and Thursday, I said, well, I could do all the stuff. Like I got prayer. I have a prayer line I'm on at noon on Tuesday. But I said I could do work on my study early in the
Mm-hmm.
morning and then maybe go like 11, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and so I'm asking myself this morning, uh, you don't have to go to work, so why you got to get out of bed is early? Why do you have to, stress yourself out
Right.
by going somewhere? You don't have to. You have a choice.
Exactly. And that's the kind of self-talk we need.
Mhm.
Recently literally I'm trying this out this week. This is my first week doing this. Like I was giving in the example, I would get up at 4:30, be out the house by 4:45, at the gym by 5. And then and I was competing, doing bodybuilding competitions during that time as well. So I'm accustomed to, getting in. I had to be to work at 8. So
Mhm.
I wasn't trying to work out after work. So that's what
Mhm.
I did. And then I switched once I started or stopped competing. I switched to getting up at 5, being to the gym at 6:30. Who do you work for, Chiquita? Who do you work for?
Yeah.
So why are you still competing in bodybuilding? So why are you still getting up at 5 in the morning to do a workout that you can still do
Mhm.
if you got up at 7? So
Mhm.
this is what I tried this week. Like you, Mama Francis, I used to work out Monday through Saturday. My rest day was Sunday. You know what I do now? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, strength days. Tuesday, Thursday, cardio days. I do
Mhm.
strength and cardio Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday is if I feel like it. And it's a fun
Mhm.
workout, whether it's roller skating,
Yeah.
dancing, or it's whatever I feel like doing for activity, going for a
Mhm.
walk, right?
Right. Right.
You
Mhm.
know what I do now? And you know what I tried this week? I was like, you know what? I'm changing my alarm. I'm no longer pushing myself to get up at 5 in the morning. I'm gonna
Mhm.
set my alarm for 7 because I easily get up at 7 without the alarm.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna set my alarm for 7 every day. I'm gonna set my gym time for 10:30. That way I can get up at 7. I can do my lemon water. I can do my hygiene. I can make my bed. I can check on clients if I want to. I can have my breakfast,
Mhm.
and then I can go to the gym. All of that
Yeah.
before the gym. And then I said, okay, my cutoff time at the gym is noon. I have to give myself a cutoff time because the gym is like a playground for me. I could stay all day. So I have to give myself I have to give myself a cutoff time. So my cutoff time is noon. And being that I know I want to do 15 minutes of cardio after my workout, I try to make sure I'm done with my strength training by 11:45 so I can do 15 minutes on the treadmill and head out. and then
Mhm.
do the rest of my day by 1 o'clock. That's what I tried this week. And when I tell you, it was heavenly. Heavenly. No more fighting myself to get up at 5, because why am I doing that? Where do I have to be? Because all I
Mm,
do is when I get up that early and I go to the gym workout and I get home and shower and I'm like, okay, well, I guess
Mhm.
I'll start some tasks. But why not
Yeah.
just relax my brain for the day?
Mhm.
That's my way of making some shifts, right? You have to
Mhm.
find your way.
Yeah.
Evening example is mid down, wind down with your family. I do that all the
Mhm.
time. That's why I set that boundary and said, if you message me at the 5, the responses are going to be delayed. Meaning, if I happen to be working or whatever and I see your message, I'll respond. But if I'm not in here, you won't hear from me.
Mhm.
7 p.m. I'm downstairs. Greg done got used to it. I'm downstairs.
Mhm.
It's cuddle. It's TV time. It's relax time. Come down,
Mhm.
eat dinner, relax, watch whatever he want to watch, or he watch whatever I want to
Mhm.
watch, and then get ready for bed.
Mhm.
And so you have to find what works for you. And buffer time does matter. If your
Mhm.
day is packed tight, stress fills the cracks. It is not fun having a tight packed day. I would look at my schedule and I'll be like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm not adding nothing else to this day. Nope, that ain't adding nothing else to that day. And even with people like, hey, are you available to sing on this day, or are you, listen, I'm not stressing my day out. Nope. And Fridays, a lot of people know Friday's my self care day. But although it's my self care day, I'm picking one appointment. We not getting hair, nails, and facials done all in one day. No, I'm
Mhm.
picking one so I can feel like I'm relaxing and not like I have to rush to the next appointment. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah.
So schedule rest the same way that you schedule your meetings. How many of us doing that?
Mhm.
Mm.
I'm
Huh?
Getting better.
Getting
getting
better. That's
better at
good. That's
it.
good. Because guess what? Rest is not a reward. It's a
Mhm.
requirement. That's my favorite time of the day.
Mhm.
Every time I get
Yeah.
into bed after a shower, I'm like, oh, the best time of the
mm,
day. Every
Mhm.
time. It's the best time of the day
Mhm.
for me, you know?
Mhm.
So I want to tell you guys about the role of self care when it comes to time management. Because when you
Mhm.
don't sleep, eat, or move,
Hmm.
guess what happens? Your focus drops, your patience drops, and your
Mhm.
decision making drops. You can't be as sharp when you don't do those things.
Mhm.
And then everything else takes longer.
Mhm.
So, self care saves
Hmm.
time because you're thinking clear, you're moving with a purpose, and you react less emotionally. How many people are a little snippy when they hungry or when they tired? Just
Mhm.
I know y'all heard of the term hangry. Yeah, uh-huh. And
mm,
you
yeah.
start projecting
Mm,
Yeah.
that energy on the people. Somebody say the wrong thing, you be like, yeah, they didn't deserve that. You just hungry. But they didn't deserve that. You just tired. I've witnessed it time and time again. We go to the restaurant and people rushing the waitress. Ma'am, sir, they have no
Mhm.
control on how fast the food get cooked in the kitchen. They are just your server. Calm down. You should have had a snack, an apple, a protein
Mhm.
shake before you came here being mean to people because you hungry. Right?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
it's important to practice self-care. And I know somebody said a lot of times we feel like when we are doing something for ourselves that we're being selfish, but taking care of yourself is not selfish. Guess
Mhm.
what it is? Strategic.
Mhm.
It is
Yeah.
strategic.
Mhm.
So this is how, excuse me, this is how you exercise flexibility without quitting. Because life will interrupt your plans. It happens all the time. I know y'all heard life be life be. I've got all this stuff going on and this stuff popping up, right? But
Mhm.
that doesn't mean you failed. Life is gonna happen to me, you, and everybody else in this world.
Mm-hmm.
So if we all felt like because life happened we failed, what kind of purpose would that fulfill? So if your day goes off track, and it will, just adjust it. Don't abandon it. Just adjust it.
Mm-hmm.
Make movements. My Friday didn't go as planned. I didn't even see this office on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have been the old man, like, I need to make sure no clients said nothing, blah, 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 blah. Nope.
Mm.
I'm resting. And guess what? When Monday came and I checked to see if any clients said anything, I had one person that messaged me, and that was like a few hours ago. So I would have been over there overthinking, and my clients is good. You know why? Because I think I'm a pretty good coach. I think so.
Yes, you are.
So, if you happen to miss a workout, just walk later. If your day is busy, just shorten the goal. But that don't mean delete the goal, just shorten it. Or move it to another day. Because progress comes from consistency, not perfection. I say this all the time. Show up imperfect, show up ugly, but show up. Your 100% might be 10% for a day, but that's okay because that's what you have. But show up. You know how many people say, oh, I fell off the wagon, so now mind you, it's Wednesday. I fell off the wagon. So I'm just going to start over on Monday. Why? Why not start with the next meal? I fell off the wagon. I ate garbage this meal. Why not start with the next meal? Why you got to wait all the way to next Monday? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how you completely stay off the wagon. When you fall off your bike, you don't stay on no ground for no week. You get right back up and try again.
That's right.
When you fall on your skates, you hurrying up to get up off that ground. First of all, because you hope nobody ain't see you.
Oh, don't anybody see you down there.
Yeah. So why would you fall off the wagon and eat trash and wait till Monday to fix it? Your habit's gonna go out the window. So you're gonna eat trash the rest of the week? That's what you're saying? So you don't want to do that. Show up. We're human. We gonna indulge in things we like, but get right back to what you know you should be eating. Eat more of the right things. The fun things are gonna happen. Inevitably, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But get right back on what you know is gonna be beneficial for your health. That makes sense?
Yes, Mom.
So here's a reflection question. I want y'all to think deep. What's one area where you tend to quit instead of adjust?
What is one area where you do what now?
Where you tend to quit instead of adjust. Where you be like, I ain't gonna do that. It's too hard. Instead of adjusting it for whatever might have happened for that day.
Let's see.
So y'all don't never quit. Y'all don't never feel like something is too much and you don't want to be bothered with it.
I'm sure, yeah.
Cooking, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes I don't feel like cooking or fixing dinner, so I'll have a sandwich instead.
but that's really not considered quitting. That's adjusting. I would consider quitting if you wanted to cook dinner and then you didn't feel like it and you just ate sandwiches the rest of the week. You just didn't cook at all. That's what I would consider
that's
quitting.
quitting. That's quitting.
That's
I
quitting.
get this up here.
I
Yeah.
don't feel like cooking. I'm just gonna have sandwiches the rest of the week.
Yeah.
That would be quitting. But adjusting that one time, that's an adjustment. That's fair. Well, now we're gonna get into our Q&A segment, my favorite part. Let's talk it out. What part of today stood out most?
learning the importance of putting yourself first, not
Yes.
at the back burner.
Hmm. Yes. And anybody else?
Multitasking.
Yes. How horrible it is, right?
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
I've been working on that lately because a lot of
Mhm.
times when I go in the kitchen, I'm usually going in there to start getting ready for dinner, refill my water bottle, and make sure I get my nutrients. And I'm trying to do it all at the same time and turn on the
Mm,
water and get the water the right
Yeah.
temperature. And
yep.
lately it's been getting on my nerves. So I've been trying to slow myself down and just do one thing at a time. Fix the water first, then go to the food and
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
making
Yeah.
some progress, but
Yep.
I still fall back into those old habits.
Right. And it happens until you get accustomed to it or make it second nature. But the fact that you're aware of it, that's amazing.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
There's one thing that uh, has been getting to me, but I as of this week I said, no more, and it's the cell phone and getting on and sometimes it's just a regular message texting uh, app where you
Mm-hmm.
get on and you see all these texts, and so and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I got to check them all out for might be one important there. Sometimes it is, but not always. But that's not the biggest thing, though. I'm
Yeah.
learning that some of them when they're regular, like somebody send me an inspiration. I said, okay, I don't have time. I do it,
Right.
you know, when I get time. But the biggest complaint I have is about Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Facebook to check something else, for one thing, they have it now to make it addictive to you.
Yep.
That if
Show
you
do.
when you hit the back button to go out, oh, well, let's just say something as simple as say you send me a text with a video on it you want me to look at, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll take you, and I'll go watch that video. And for whatever reason, when I back out of the video, there's Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And if I let it, if it captures my attention, I'll stay there and I'll do whatever. Then it's one after that I feel like I need to do. You know, I stay there a while and then I hit the back button to go out, and then there's another page that pops up with
Just trapping
somebody.
you to stay in
Yeah,
there.
and then you see, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's interesting. So you watch it, you do and then before long, let's say if it was something, a video or something, you asked me in that text message that I was supposed to come back and say it was okay or whatever. I've forgotten what the original plan was. Go watch the video and come back and answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a trap. And
Yep.
I decided this week, no more. I am
Right.
not doing that. I'm not
Yeah.
going to let them trap me like that.
Yeah, it's very easy to happen. I mean, I'll go to my phone to text somebody to do something, and then I get a notification from some, and then when it drop down on your phone and you accidentally click on it, that I can't stand.
You're right. It's the accidental clicks for me.
I'm like, I was not clicking on
Yeah,
that.
that's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the best of apps, like a Bible app. There was a Bible app I actually took off of my phone because if I wanted to read a scripture, say I was in church and I had my cell phone instead of opening
Mm-hmm.
the
The Bible.
hard
Yeah.
copy Bible or my, uh, as I get into it, the first thing it do is blast me with an ad. I mean,
Yep.
blast. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a
And
minute,
then
I'm
it's
in church. I
distracting in
can't
church.
I can't have that. I deleted the app from my phone because that's not the kind. I said, this is more a trap. It's not something that somebody want me to read the Bible. They know I'm a Bible reader, so we'll capture her by putting these ads on the Bible
Mm-hmm.
app. But
Mm-hmm.
I deleted the app. I refuse to use one like that.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you have people like request. It's like they make everything like a social group. Like one of
Hmm.
the Bible apps, you can add friends and people invite you to they. I'm just like, I'm
Yeah,
just coming here to read the thing. Like, come on
Yeah.
yeah,
now.
yeah.
so, um, so I
Hmm.
completely understand that. So y'all know we got homework, something I
Hmm.
always give, and it will be posted in in the group chat. But the homework assignment for this week is super simple. Write your top 3 priorities for each day this week. And I put it in the chat so you could see it. Also, schedule one daily non-negotiable for yourself, whether it's walking, quiet time, stretching, or setting a bedtime, and sticking to it.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, identify one thing you will say no to. Just one. And then finish the sentence this week by saying, this week I am protecting my time by... And then share it in the group. Okay? So
Okay.
y'all can work on that. I highly recommend writing it down so you can refer back to it. You should have a book. You should have like a little homework book. Team Sassy Fitness homework book. That way you can go back and see all of your notes and things that homework assignments you've completed. So you can see like where because a lot of times when I go back to old stuff that I've done, I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. I need to start back doing that. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So
Good
one thing
motivator.
Said
it's a good motivator.
It is a very good motivator.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ask yourself, like, how did I stop doing that? Like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great way to self-reflect too.
Very, absolutely. So I want to leave you all with this, okay? Being busy is not the same as being productive. I don't know who came up with that foolishness, but just because you're busy, you can be busy doing a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
So being busy,
like flipping through the
the
Facebook.
social media, Zach called it doom scrolling. Doom scrolling.
Yep. You sure do. Yep.
So you just know being busy is not the same as being productive, and doing more does not equate to doing better. You're not better than the next person because you did more than they did. You can be tiring yourself out and breaking your own self down. Also, a well-managed day starts with boundaries, not pressure. You got to set boundaries for yourself too. You don't need more time. You actually need clarity, intention, and permission to protect your energy. Make sense? All right. Well, thank y'all so much for showing up today. Y'all are my wonderful, consistent 3. I appreciate it. Hopefully we get more soon, but it's all right. And thank you for choosing yourself. And before we go, I want each of you to drop one word in the chat that describes how you're feeling leaving this call. One word.
Oops. I don't know.
Good. All right. Perfect. So next Tuesday, same time, same channel. We're gonna continue on building these habits, and we'll be talking about or learning about how to read labels without getting overwhelmed.
Okay.
Right. So I hope to see you guys next week, and have the most amazing rest of your day and week, and we'll chat soon.
All right.
You
Thank
too.
you. You too.
Bye-bye.